So let us put our trust in him. Lagos State government does not want justice.
Vengeance.
Lagos State police force does not want justice. Baba Liam does not want justice. All these people, they are number one set of anti-justice. Until you cannot find a solution to a problem by not recognizing a problem. You cannot be romancing an enemy and you think of defeating an enemy. These people, they are the greatest anti-justice that we have today. The public, if you are so-called public and you are romancing this kind of people, it can only tell us that you have something you are hiding under your sleeves. They say who calls for justice must do so with clean hands. You cannot do shenanigans with your quest for justice. You cannot be selling wrong narrative in your quest to fight for justice. You must fight for justice wholeheartedly without playing to the gallery. And that's what I expect from every justice fighter. Let all the justice fighter break the silence. I want to quickly conclude. Then you can say anything you want to say.
I'm supporting you. Oh, let me ask you. Can I ask, sir? Can I go ahead?
You might make me forget my own line of thought.
No. You said you don't want to ask me a question, and I appreciate what you're doing. Is it possible? I don't know if the Sanshitu support the action of the DPP or he opposes it from what you're saying. And if he opposes it, for them not waiting for the corona inquest, what is the legal implication? Is there any legal redress? What does it say he can do to make the DPP to have waited? Because if they had not waited, that means they have done something wrong, Gabi. In your own opinion, has the DPP done something right or wrong? Not waiting for the corona inquest. And what does Sansitu says he will do?
Thank you for that question.
Mr. John, can I come into that, please?
Okay, General, you will see them.
Well, I acknowledge the existing protocols and I dock my cap for every fighter of justice, in this case of mohbad. And we have all been doing well and good. Well, in the struggle of activism, hello, Mr. Yomi. No matter what, let's observe some decorum. Thank you, sir.
Sorry, I apologize.
Okay, sir. No other. I will not be someone in the struggle of justice and activism. Now, to answer the question before I give anything I have to say, every lawyer, every freedom fighter, every justice fighter can judge by even premise of what is seen. Oh, sorry, man. That is being done by the DPP as an amelioration of justice and a way to thwart justice. It is an insult on the justice of mohbad, not only on mohbad, or even on the structure of justice in Nigeria. The advice and the step taken by the DPP has been blatantly opposed by every right-thinking justice fighter. That how could you, in every manner of justice and fairness, come to a conclusion to say that, or to think that you can give an advice and jump to a conclusion without allowing an establishment. Before allowing but the law established to come with a recommendation. Look, the whatever trial is going on or whatever proceeding is going on at the inquest is not to be seen as there is no evidence, there are no evidence. It is the conclusion and the recommendation that matters. At the end of it all, every learned people who have been in the court will come with, okay, this is what we can deduce from. Look, before this one, there was a time when Sashitu came out and said, we were able to establish 3 things. Those are the things that they will come up with, that at the end of it all, this is our own recommendation to the DPP. Now, on what Sashitu is doing or has said, Sashitu, as a leading counsel, even a senior learned man in the temple of justice, is strongly kicking against that step of DPP, and he has taken it upon himself to sue and challenge the DPP, the magistrate, Yaba magistrate, and even the Nigerian police. He is taking a bold step, and even announced it to the coroner magistrate yesterday that, look, I am taking my step to sue them because they are trying to pervert justice. So
Oh,
it
okay.
is not.
He's going to be suing them.
It's going to take steps.
Oh,
Thank
good.
you.
Brilliant. That's what I want to know.
Yes.
You are good. That's good. So
So
let's wait.
hold
Let's
on,
wait
hold on,
until
hold
the
on,
finals.
hold on. On the police issue, you see, our romancing with the police will not help this case. I have a lot of engagement with different police. Even the officer that is presently the commissioner of police, we've had we've had engagement together. We've not encounter. We've had engagement together, and I can tell you, look, Nigerian police is the Nigerian police force. So whoever is occupying the office, it matters less. Now, Nigerian police has taken us to where we are on this case. There are no Nigeria, no station or no office holder in any position under the structure of Nigerian police we want to say another officer has done anything wrong, or we want to expose another officer. No, they always have themselves back. So thinking that police will help or police want to do, or they will just be playing and be deceiving us. Police has nothing to offer. I have been told on several occasions, even while I engage the homicide, the head of homicide in Kwanti, and even the DCP in Kwanti, they said they concluded and completed their investigation on mohbad, and they have forwarded their own investigation to the DCP, waiting for action. And I think the action is working because they facilitated it. There are a lot of things. Do you know what? In their own statement, I am happy for Crime Boy. Very happy. Because in what they said they investigated, Olomune of the market the dagger Crime Boy used. But because Crime Boy, for you to know that Nigerian police is not even sincere and they are not even ready for anything. They are saying, we have the dagger and we know Crime Boy stabbed mohbad. But ìgbà tí Crime Boy jáde tó expose wọn. Even, the inquest, if the inquest is allowed, if Crime Boy continues in the inquest, it's going to bring the IPO that made the statement. And he said it to me that I that's talking now, I am going to be a witness against him. That okay, òun ló gun, gígùn tó gun, òun ló pa.
General
Now,
Gracie, can I ask a question so that you can? I want to
yes,
also.
sir. Yes, sir.
The first thing, I'm asking this honestly. Have you done any case that has to do with corona inquest before?
Yes.
Symbology can on the bike. Hold on, you man.
Yeah, ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ yìí lọ.
But to share any case to involve corona inquiry,
Yes.
which one and what is the outcome?
Yeah. The outcome
Which one? Which particular case?
in 1999, when OAU students were five OAU students were killed. Olumide Kusika, SAN now, was the lawyer with the students, and I was a front runner in that corona case.
Okay. Now, secondly, these questions will throw light so that people that can listen to her and understand.
And
so
that
eventually
was 1999. 1999. Yeah.
General Gracie,
Yes, sir.
are you aware that irrespective of Corona inquest cannot charge anybody to court and cannot decide for the DPP?
Thank
Do
you.
you accept that?
Thank you very much. The Corona inquest is a premise, or is like a stepping stone to trial. The decision of the Corona inquest and whatever is discussed in Corona inquest, you know, even whatever police does, if they like, they take it in court or they throw it away. But the fact is that whatever happened in the Corona inquest, being that a judge of competent jurisprudence oversees the affairs, and lawyers who have been called to bar and are competent are involved in this case. Look, taking it further is going to be as easy as anything. So whatever that had to do with, or whatever that got the involvement of Leonard Seal, and even a judge cannot be thrown.
I want people to get it, or maybe I should answer for you. That
No,
irrespective of the decision. Okay, maybe Vengeance
let me come in. Mr. Yomi,
Vengeance.
No,
let me come in on that.
Isaac, let Isaac
Mr.
answer.
Yomi, you have been repeating this same line.
ẹjọ́ torí
Corona
Ọlọ́run
inquest is the creation of the law.
Hello, sir.
I'm not disputing
Corona-
that. I'm
Mr.
talking about
Isias,
the
let me now
fact,
tell you,
can they
Mr.
charge
Isias,
to court?
Mr. Yomi,
Can they decide for the
torí
DPP?
Ọlọ́run ẹjọ́.
Okay, Uncle Alabi.
Torí Ọlọ́run. Mo kí everybody, mo kí Ọba Àrò, mo kí everybody. Mo dẹ̀ gbàládùra wípé gbogbo effort gbogbo wa á yọrí sí rere. Ẹjọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run, observation tọ̀dọ̀ mi pẹ̀lú opinion tọ̀dọ̀ mi. Mr. Isiaq, Mr. Vengeance, Mr. Guresi, everything. Mo believe wípé nínú gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá ń ṣe, Ọlọ́run ọba ó ní èrè fóníkálùkù. Gbogbo argument yìí ń sìn, gbogbo energy yìí ń sìn, gbogbo effort yìí ń sìn. Mo rò wípé ó yẹ ká channel ẹ̀ sí ibi tó yẹ kó nítumọ̀. Kì í ṣe wípé èmi ò mọ bí Sayọ̀mí rí, mi ò dẹ̀ ṣe kí wọ́n ti pè bẹ́ẹ̀. Gbogbo àwa kan wà tó jẹ́ wípé a kì í lè sùn, a kì í lè wo. Mo believe wípé gbogbo energy yìí, because for the how many months, how many years now tá a ti wà lórí kí wọ́n ti pè yìí, we are just going back and forth lórí kí wọ́n ti pè. A dẹ̀ tún wá rí nǹkan kan tó tún dàbí wípé ó tún dàbí ẹni tó, because lórí Facebook orí kí wọ́n ti pè ní gbogbo wa wà. Èmi ò bú anybody, mi dẹ̀ challenge anybody, but opinion tọ̀dọ̀ mi ni wípé gbogbo energy tá à ń try, gbogbo brain, gbogbo ìwé tá à ń gbìyànjú láti máa fi tákù tàbí ṣe nǹkan kan fúnra wa ń bì báyìí sìn. Why tá à ṣe pa orí papọ̀? There was a day bàbá ń ṣe program, wọ́n dẹ̀ ń kí everybody. Mo kàn tiẹ̀ comment síbi bẹ̀ yẹn, ó possible kó jẹ́ wípé lára àwọn ẹni tó ṣe, èmi ò ní issue pẹ̀lú bàbá because bàbá ló sọ ọmọ nù. Àwa náà dẹ̀ bẹ lọ́rùn nílé ayé wa ká sọ ọmọ, even kí píìnì lásán gúnyàn lẹ́sẹ̀. Èèyàn mọ nǹkan, ó mọ bó ṣe máa ń rí tó clear of kéèyàn sọ odidi ọmọ nù tó dẹ̀ tún wá jẹ́ àròlé tó tún jẹ́ breadwinner ilé. Now kí ni mo fẹ́ fà jáde ni wípé ọjọ́ yẹn wọ́n wà ó dà ìpínlẹ̀ tó ṣe last kan tó ṣe lé àbí kankan. Mo kàn comment bàbá please just recommend mi ò mú wá láti wá ṣe kí wọ́n ti pè bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn tá a bá wà ní bíbá ìta dẹ̀ wà nínú síìmù bàbá, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbìyànjú because gbogbo wa yìí náà á sùn àwo láti make sure wípé everything ṣe ọmọ yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ rí justice ṣe báyé fọ́. At the end of the day mo sọ̀rọ̀ tán lọ́jọ́ ẹ̀ wọ́n ti block mi, that is by the way. So ẹjọ́ ẹja channel effort yẹn tó nítumọ̀. Yes sir.
The Guresi Vengeance, the part, me, I'm an activist. The part I will align with you. And Ototi Alati Sofulawa, which is quite painful. Is the fact that if the justice for mohbad movement, to the only lifeline, Corona inquest, we cannot deceive ourselves. The government has refused to wait for the Corona inquest. That is the reality facing us now. If I antagonize the job, Tara, because I will do everything first to say that a correct mistake and any investigation, But the corona inquest is under the DPP. Corona inquest will do the job, will follow through. But at DPP to be corona inquest but ọlọ́pàá ó yàtọ̀ sí DPP. Ọlọ́pàá a lè takú sọ́lọ́pàá lọ́rùn because ọlọ́pàá ṣe ó easy láti mú tá bá force DPP á ṣe iṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ á ní mo ti gbé fẹ́ni tó bẹ̀ mí iṣẹ́ pé kí wọ́n ṣe fáìlì.
Hold on. Don't let us have an inflate of idea. Let us get something straight. Look, one thing. Hold on. Look, Mr. Yomi, I want to let you know by error of omission or commission, police have come out to categorically say, look, if there is still anything, that advice will not have come. That advice was given based on police investigation and police submission to the DPP. Advice is the one rated out of the DPP that they are saying that we are waiting for the advice of the DPP on what to do. Well, look, all this romancing and all this I deal with police is a waste of time and nothing can come out of it. Hold on, let me land.
Mr. Guresi, mo go against that.
Hold on. No.
Okay. His opinion, but to buy a gbogbo àìlà fẹ́ lọ get justice for mohbad. Taba ṣe báyìí, we won't be able to get something.
No, we get it. Finding the right part. Hold on. Finding the right part will cause injustice.
I understand your anger. I pursue corona inquest.
Please.
I will support you in pursuing corona inquest.
Mr. Yomi, two questions,
I support our no. Hold on, Mr. Isaac. Untole tell me advice. Because we will support you with the corona inquest. It's the right thing to do.
Mr. Yomi,
the whole stuff was gone. I will appeal to you, whether the police only police whatever you're going to do, support whatever we want to get out of the police.
Let me talk for myself.
Mr. Guresi, please, can you allow Vengeance to make his submission?
Not a statement. Mr. Yomi, for me, as for me, I know Nigerian police. I've dealt with them, and I will never align with Nigerian police on a criminal case that I know to what extent Nigerian police can thwart and destroy a case in which they have done and they are still doing and they continue to do.
If you are doing with corona inquest, DPP here aligned with DPP 85 charges. How can DPP only corona inquest?
Now, please, let me say this. When you talk about the DPP, the only duty force that a sane DPP should have is this case. Is it of public interest? And mohbad case has generated so much ripples beyond the shore of Nigeria to show accordingly, not only for mohbad benefit, but to serve as deterrent for other husband killers that have been bred in all over news and crannies of Nigeria. Now, when the BPP has said we have made an advice and then they want to charge these people to court, that was based on a 40 shallow, lacuned preliminary investigations that were done by those police officers that were spoon-fed and that were given an order from above not to touch the real killer of Mohbad. And everything they have written or they have read to the public in that kangaroo press release or press conference they did could be punctured even by the lowest intelligent individual in the lockup.
You know, I got to run now.
Was total
Mr. Yemi, I have just one question to clear this DPP police
is under the judiciary.
No, Mr.
And they are under the Ministry of Justice.
Sanshitu will destroy DPP. Sanshitu put their head in the right position. Sanshitu is the only way to make mohbad justice. We are throwing our weight behind Sanshitu. God bless you all. I'm off. Thank you.
I think I have to go now.
ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe rí àwọn òyìnbó ńlá látẹ̀ sọ yìí kò lè solve problem àwa náà activist ní wá lẹ́yìn Gani Fáyẹ̀mí and member CLO ṣòye yàn náà kì í ṣọmọ kékeré ṣe rí tí ọ̀rọ̀ bá ti rí báyìí ṣe ń gbọ́ orin kan tíjọba gbọ́ oníjọ̀gbọ̀n ṣó ti yé yín then gbogbo èyí tẹ̀ ń sọ pa DPP nǹkan kan yẹn ọlọ́pàá tó ṣe investigation tó ṣe dáadáa tí a padà lọ bá yẹn lọ máa padà lọ revisit investigation yẹn láti ṣe tó tọ́ ẹ dẹ̀ má jẹ́ ká máa fojú pé gbogbo ọlọ́pàá ní nǹkan kan náà no ó depends lórí òfin tó bá de ìlú àti public sentiment tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ lásìkò gbà yẹn ṣé ó ti yé yín ibi tọ́rọ̀ dẹ̀ dé dó ní ìsìn gbogbo ẹ̀bọ̀dì ti mọ̀ pé táwọn ọlọ́pàá ò bá padà lọ revisit kinní yẹn ó lè fa wàhálà ní ìlú kí ló dé tíjọba òfin fẹ́ tètè take action lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ ni pé wàhálà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ náà nílùú tẹ́lẹ̀ bọ̀ wàhálà tó ń sá fún sìn ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìsìn because gbà tó bá di pé wọ́n bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ protest ní ìsìn àṣà fún kú ikú tààkù nígbà tá a mi gbé bọ̀ tiwa nígbà tí kú yọ nígbà IBP must go àlè kúkú yẹn mọ́ ní ìsìn so ti yé yín á dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwa kan ti wò pé kò sí tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ à ń jà fáwọn ọmọ àtàwọn ọmọ wa ni so tẹ bá ní ẹ̀ńdóde DPP tó ti gbẹ̀yìn yín lọ gbé nǹkan gbẹ̀yìn yọ ó ti wò pé kí ni ilé ẹjọ́ fẹ́ ṣe the same ìjọba tó ń control ọlọ́pàá ló ń control DPP so ti yé yín so tí ìjọba tó ń control ọlọ́pàá bá sọ fún DPP pé báyìí ni kò ṣe ṣe fún òun ló ń control ilé ẹjọ́ tó bá sọ fún ilé ẹjọ́ pé nǹkan báyìí la fẹ́ kó ṣe kò sí tádájọ́ fẹ́ ṣe so language kan tí wọ́n gbọ́ ni pé ṣé ẹ fẹ́ bá wa tún un ṣe àbí ká fúnra wa dàrú kó wá tòrò padà lágbèjì kó dàrú kó dẹ̀ tòrò padà yẹn kò sí ìjọba tí ó fẹ́ kí ẹ máa gbọ́ mebra yomi mr yomi ẹni sùúrù náà lágbèjì pé kó dàrú ká tún tò yẹn kò sí ọlọ́pàá tó fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ lábẹ́ àṣẹ àrùn ṣó ti yé yín because ó mọ̀ pé ìgbà tọ́rọ̀ yẹn bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó ti dọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ pé àwọn ọ̀dọ́ àwọn tanzania community gbogbo ọlọ́tí mọ́ ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ so ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá gọ́ọ̀ká fẹ́ pòdà ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe báyìí ṣe bí interfere òdà bọ́ọ̀ tẹ̀ ní fún wa tán at least ara àwọn tó wà ń bi ikú yẹn bóyá mo kàn sọ bóyá márùn ni wọ́n tó bá fún wa mẹ́ta wọ́n ti try mọ̀pọ̀ wà ní fún wa ní kankan nu wọn yẹn ìyẹn là nígbà mọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń tẹ̀lé ẹ DPP sọ̀rọ̀ à ń sọ òyìnbó kan làkúnà làkún kankan ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé sẹ́gbẹ́ kan reality ni pé a ti lọ rẹ́ni tó yẹ ká rí first time nígbà tí mo ti délé ayé at least èmi náà ti gbẹ́nu sí 60 báyìí ṣó ti yé yín tí mo ti délé ayé tí máa rọ́lọ́pàá tó máa ṣe dáadáa ó ní ìjẹta yẹn òótọ́ mo sọ mo máa ń lọ police center wọ́n máa ń tì mí wọlé dáadáa mi ìbẹ̀rù station wọ́n mọ̀ mí dáadáa tí n bá dákọ̀ àwọn mi ìfẹ́ sọ àwọn nickname mi ṣó ti yé yín but eléyìí bá a ṣe débẹ̀ ǹjọ́ yẹn gbà nípa pé dépọ̀ entertain wa normal process tó gbọ́dọ̀ fún yàn lágbàáyé nìyẹn àpọ́nlé lọ́lọ́pàá gbọ́dọ̀ fún citizen kó lè gbọ́n tó fẹ́ gbọ́ ṣó ti bọ́ nítorí pé bá ṣe ń ṣe yàmà tẹ́lẹ̀ lẹ́fín wò pé ọlọ́pàá entertain wa pé à ń rob mind no anybody rob mind bó ṣe yẹ kó ṣe lọ́ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yẹn the civilizational perspective tó yẹ kọ́lọ́pàá lò tó ń lò láwọn ibi tá à ń lọ òun lò fún wa níjẹta yẹn tó dẹ̀ jọ mí lójú ṣó ti yé yín kèé dẹ̀ ṣáà nìkan ló ṣe sí ṣé à ń gbọ́ káláwa nìkan ló ṣe sí à ní bóyá nítorí pé ó fẹ́ máa ṣàkámàjẹ wa gbogbo àwọn tó wá bẹ́ẹ̀ ń jọ yẹn ẹ má bínú sa ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ fún mi ní 30 minutes mo busy pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn báyìí ẹ má ṣe kinní kankan so ẹni tó bá ti bí wọ́n bí ire ni so ohun tẹ́mi wá sọ fún yín nìsín ni pé ìgbà táyì ń sọ pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá ò lè ṣe nǹkan kan tó dáa pé kò lè ṣe meaningful thing ṣé DPP the same àwọn aláṣẹ tó ń control ọlọ́pàá tẹ sọ pé wọ́n lè jẹ́ kó ṣe dáadáa àwọn náà kọ́ ló máa lágbá lórí DPP ni àwọn náà kọ́ ló máa lágbá lórí ilé ẹjọ́ ni ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ tọrọ lọ language tọ́gbọ́n ni pé ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ tó bá jọmọ́ nǹkan tá a máa lọ kígbe tá a máa tátọ́ sí wọn lọ́rùn ní kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ nígbà tó bá yá ká tátọ́ sí wọn lọ́rùn ìgbà tó dípò owó epo wọn ká fẹ́ lọ fuel subsidy ká kígbe ìgbà tó sì gbogbo gbogbo wa kó lọ sí ká kóra wa lọ sí Fáyẹ̀mí park tá a ti gbé aṣọ lọ tá a ti gbé gáàsì stóòfù lọ gbé pọ́ọ̀tù lọ tọ́ni pa ti lo sáté tọ́wá ní òkè ká sinmi ọjọ́ mélòó lọ́ fi ká mi wà ṣé wọ́n já wálẹ̀ ni ṣé bọ́ já wálẹ̀ ṣé understand so gbogbo ètò ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń sọ ọlọ́lé ẹjọ́ ìsàlùngàngẹ̀ ẹ fi òyìnbó sílẹ̀ láńgbò ìtọ́gbọ́n ni pé a ti sọ fún wọn pé ẹ bá a ṣe nǹkan báyìí tí wọ́n bá wá ṣe àkọ́kọ́ pé àpéjọ ọmọlúàbí tá a máa jẹ́ káwọn tó ní wọ́n pé àwọn tó wà lẹ́bẹ̀ẹ́ different embassies kọ́gbọ́n ẹni sùúrù máa tó round up tí àwọn tó bá wá gbọ́ lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn á wà bọ́ síta á wà kọrin pé ẹ wí fàlejò kó lọ ẹ ti ṣàṣàràbàgbó àwọn náà ní fẹ́ kìlú dàrú mọ́ lórí náà ṣó ti yé yín so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn ẹ fòyìnbó sílẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká face reality ẹ fẹ́ tanú sílẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká work together.
Mr. Samson ẹ dúró náà ṣẹ́rí àkọ́kọ́ mo kí gbogbo àwa tá a wà níbà yìí ọlọ́run ọba ọlọ́jọ́ ìní kò ní jẹ́ kí kọ̀ọ̀kan wa ká fi ọwọ́ gbé ọmọ sìn ṣẹ́rí gbogbo nǹkan tí à ń sọ yìí àti nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń bì ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ ká takora wa kí ló pa Mohbad níbo ni Mohbad kú sí ta ló pa àwọn wo ló wà níbi tó ti kú mo rò pé nǹkan kan tí gbogbo wa ń jà fún ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ má fẹ́ mi ní gift I don't need any gift from anybody ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kò ń ṣe torí gift èmi fi wá bí ṣe rí ẹ jẹ́ ká dúró lórí òtítọ́ because ṣe rí òtítọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ kò ní ká má sọ òun kò sẹ́ni tó mọ Mohbad rí nínú gbogbo àwa tá a wà níbà yìí ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀tọ́ wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Nàìjíríà rere àti wípé láti dákun ìbàjẹ́ nítorí àmẹ́ tó lè kàn lọ́la ni gbogbo wa fi dìde ẹ má wàá jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kó débi wípé à ń fi ń ṣe competition láàrin ara wa a fi ń fa ọ̀tá láàrin ara wa gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe yìí lórí social media yìí kò ń ṣe nǹkan tó tọ́ àti nǹkan tó yẹ nítorí pé kíni gbogbo nǹkan tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa ń ṣe family gangan ló yẹ kó ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa a dúró wípé nítorí pé kíni a gbọ́dọ̀ dúró pé ìwọ gbé ń bí ìwọ gbé ń bí just like à ń lọ sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àwọn ọ̀pọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn wọ́n kò ní Kánò àwọn tó kò ní Ìbàdàn àwọn tó kò ní Kaduna àwọn tó kò ní Port Harcourt wọ́n ń lọ sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ní gbogbo wa ń lọ ṣé bí justice for Mohbad ní gbogbo wa ń wá kí ni argument fẹ́ fún wa ẹjọ́ wà ní corona ṣé báwọn kan ló ṣẹ̀tẹ̀ sí corona àwọn kan ló dẹ̀ ń dúró kí corona kó fún àwọn ní èsì káwọn tó proceed ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ ká ṣe nǹkan tí ò bá tọ́ náà we are not killed tí ìjọba tí wọ́n bá lọ bá tí Lagos State ò bá ṣe nǹkan tó wù wá ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa ṣe nǹkan tó ń ṣe lọ wọ́n ti ṣe fọ́dún kan sìn ó ti ń lọ́dún méjì àárí result kankan kò sí result kankan bó ṣe wù kó mọ ẹni tí wọ́n mú àwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ wọn ò wà kò sẹ́ni tí ò mọ̀ pé múnagá kìdẹ́tì Jésù tẹ̀lé òkùpè àwọn tí wà ń bẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni kankan tí wọ́n mú kò ń ṣe pé gbogbo wa ò mọ nǹkan tó tọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ ká fùlù ara wa gbogbo wa mọ nǹkan tó tọ́ wípé tẹ́nìkan bá kú gbogbo ẹni tó wà ń bẹ̀ pátá ni wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ kú kò dẹ̀ ṣe nìyẹn ṣe bí bẹ́ẹ̀ nìkan bá ṣe ń bó bá ṣe ń tó ń sopọ̀ ṣé bí àwa náà ń ṣọmọdé ṣé bá a máa tú ni ẹ má jẹ́ ká kóra wa síta bí ọmọjọ́ mẹ́jọ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa appreciate each other ká máa appreciate effort ìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa ẹlòmíì ìgbà tí kéèsì ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kò sùn kò wó èmi ó ti ṣe accident ìmí nǹkan burúkú ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí láì ṣe pé òun ló bí ọmọ we shouldn't fool ourselves ẹlòmíì ó ń wá nítorí kéèsì kó máa gba gift ni ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ nǹkan tá à ń ṣe, ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ ibi tá à ń lọ, ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ ibi tá a ti kúrò, because kò sí result kankan láti ọdún méjì, ó ń lọ ọdún méjì ń sìn. Wọ́n ní ìwàkúwà lèèyàn dẹ̀ máa ń wá nǹkan tó bá sọnù. Ibi tí a bá lè wá sí òun la gbọ́dọ̀ wá sí. A gbọ́dọ̀ get justice. Tó bá jẹ́ pé Lagos State police ló bá ń fòlù wa, ẹ má gbàgbé wọ́n lè lágbára títí wọn ò lè lágbára tó àwa public náà. Kò sí ìjọba náà tí public bá dìde tí wọ́n bá decide wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe nǹkan tá à ń fẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tí Mr. Samson sọ, and that is truth. Tí corona ò bá ṣe nǹkan tá à ń fẹ́ we will against them. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ ká rìn bí wọ́n ṣe ń tọ́ ká lè rí nǹkan tá à ń fẹ́. Gbogbo argument eléyìí, gbogbo farakaka, gbogbo eléyìí kò lè gbé wa dé anywhere. Social media kò lè gbé wa dé anywhere. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká tanra wa. Ìwọ tó o bá lè support Yomi, ìwọ tó o bá lè support àwọn tó kù, ìwọ tó o bá lè support àwọn kòtà àwọn bàbá, kó ń kálukú kó rìn pẹ̀lú òtítọ́ àti òdodo ká lè pàdé ní junction kan náà. Nítorí pé nǹkan tó bá kọjú sẹ́nìkan ẹ̀yìn ló máa ń kọ sẹ́lòmíì. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká fù lára wa rárá. Question tí ò bá yẹ ká béèrè ẹ má jẹ́ à béèrè lọ́wọ́ ara wa. Ìdájọ́ òtítọ́ àti òdodo òun ni kankan wá ń wá. Kí ló dé? Kí ló dé? Wọ́n ní ìbùkún ní fún ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ tó fọgbọ́n ṣe nítorí pé ọmọ Ọlọ́run la máa pè wọ́n. Kí ni gbogbo eléyìí? Ẹni tó dìde tó ní kí ló pa àtàwọn tó ń tọ́ tó ń slow ibi tó ní kálukú wa bá ti lè gbé ni náà. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọ pé kí ni Yomi ṣe, ẹ má jẹ́ káwọn sọ pé àwọn nǹkan kan ṣé bí wọ́n ti ń ṣe látọdún yìí náà. Wọ́n ní omi tútù ti rú, ẹja tuntun ti wọ̀dọ̀. Lagos State ọlọ́pàá títí mọ́ tó federal wọ́n ti fi hàn wá, àwa náà dẹ̀ ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn, a dẹ̀ ti fi ẹnu wa hàn wọ́n. That is the way to do things. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ nǹkan. There is no any way you can communicate with the government and the world without a conference this thing. Gbogbo ọ̀nà tí ìjọba bá ti lè gbà gbọ́ wa, gbogbo ọ̀nà náà la máa gbà. Ẹ wo conference tí wọ́n ṣe. Kò sí ọ̀nà tí ìjọba fi lè kúrò mọ́ pé àwọn ò gbọ́. Abẹ́nìkan ò wá ṣe report ni. Ṣé rí gbogbo wa lọ́lọ́run dá lọ́lọ́gbọ́n. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ọgbọ́n àti òtítọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ṣe. Ẹ má sọ justice for mohbad, ẹ má sọ the competition. Ẹjọ́ tó lọ ẹjọ́ jẹ́ kí n parí nǹkan tí mo sọ. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọ the competition. Ọlọ́run ọbọ lọ́jọ́ ìní kò ní jẹ́ ká rí kú ọmọ. Gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ṣókùnkùn gbogbo ẹ̀ ní kí ìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa tó bá yẹ pé à ń fẹ́ lótìtọ́ o tá a fẹ́ fún nǹkan míì, ẹ jẹ́ ká dúró láti lè tú nínú wa.
Ẹjọ́ ẹ bá ń pa wá.
Ààrẹ tó kàwé dáadáa nínú wa, ààrẹ tó mọ òfin nínú wa, ààrí ẹni tó ṣe kínní. So ẹjọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ jẹ́ ká má ti torí eléyìí láti máa break ẹnìkan down. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀, tí ìsowọ́pọ̀ ò bá ṣe é ṣe ẹ jẹ́ kó ní kálukú rí lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ká pàdé ní jọ́sọ̀ kọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n meet for now kíkẹ́ lómi sọ̀rọ̀. Kí ni gbogbo eléyìí pé kọ́tàn kan kíní kan ń gágì lórí social media yẹn, kíní kan ló pamọ́ ó wà ní corona kò sí corona àwọn kẹ́sì ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ gbogbo nọ́ọ̀sì
ní Mr. Motosho wọ́n engage láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ ni wọ́n engage ni they are brainstorming ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé kíní wọ́n engage ni.
Ṣẹ́rí
at least Mr. Yomi wà bíbá yìí ó sọ̀rọ̀ Mr. Isha wọ́n béèrè question and answer so eléyìí bíbá yìí kò kí n ṣe pé bóyá wọ́n ṣe kínní.
ṣẹ́rí èmi ṣẹ́rí gbogbo wa kò sọmọdé nínú wa tí wọ́n ní bí ẹyẹ bá ṣe lọ báyìí la ṣe máa ń sọ òkú ẹ̀.
Hello sir.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Kò sẹ́nìbọ̀dì tó ń bá anybody jà ẹ má bring mindset ìjà sáàrin wa kò sẹ́ni tó
ìjà kọ́
ẹni ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ mi ẹni wọ́n mọ̀ lọ sọ kó rántí káwọn kan mọ̀ gbọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni
ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa bring ká máa bring the confusion àbí division láàrin wa. No, I keep saying something. In a struggle like this, we can fight on principle. And it's a lórí principle because nǹkan tẹ́mi fẹ́ ṣe ó lè wà láì pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. At the end of the day, you still meet to resolve and to move ahead. Now, the thing tá à ń sọ láàárọ̀ yìí, mi rò pé ó dé wípé kìnnìkan. No, ẹ má jẹ́ ká lè yí báyẹn àwọ̀ rẹ̀ yọ.
Mr. Guresi ẹ jẹ́ kí mi sáré fún ọkàn
ẹni kì í máa sọ̀rọ̀.
No èmi nǹkan kan lè mi sáré kọ máa sọ̀kalẹ̀ ńsìn ṣẹ́rí tá a bá ní ká máa sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ nǹkan ṣẹ́rí nǹkan kan tẹ̀yìn gangan sọ yẹn èmi ò fi taratara gbà wọlé reason ni pé ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ kan ẹ ní ìrìn kan tí àwọn kan rìn bí ọlọ́pàá but there's nothing good that will come out from it. How do you know?
Hello, sir.
Ẹ máa gbọ́ mi. Ṣẹ́rí gbólóhùn yẹn. Ṣẹ́rí tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá lẹ́ni tó lè bá yín sọ òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀, èmi á bá yín sọ. Ṣẹ́rí gbólóhùn tẹ́ sọ yẹn, kò ń ṣe gbólóhùn gidi. Ọ̀nà tẹ́yìn bá mọ̀ tẹ́ lè rìn. Láti lè gba ìdájọ́ yìí fún wa ẹ máa rìn ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ máa fún yín ṣe ọ̀nà tẹ́lómi náà bá lè rìn ẹ jẹ́ kó máa rìn ẹ má condemn ẹnì kankan ẹ má condemn ẹnì kankan.
ní ìkọ ẹ wá ok ẹ jọ ẹni tó sọ pé corona is this is that ògiri rẹ kọ kọ́mọ́ condemn hold on ṣé ẹni méjì sọ kiri kan ó ní nípa èso wọn làwọn àfi hàn wọn by the word of their mouth you shall know where they belong. Ẹ jẹ́ ká mú yẹn sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Now for me saying it, you have asked me a question. Why did I say it? I am fully involved in this case, both mentally and physically, and I know the style of Nigerian police and especially the Lagos State police. I have met with all of them in their offices, and I know what they stand for. So there are a lot of things we can't say in public. Some of them play behind the camera.
Exactly.
Look, if I tell you things that I've known or things that I've seen that I'm ready to say, look, like you have Lagos State Police Command or Lagos State Police Structure.
Let me support you in this one. General Gracie. But
I will never. Hold on. Let me round it up. Let me say this.
Change is constant. Change is constant.
Mr. Yomi,
Ọmọ́tọ̀ṣọ́ ní sùúrù. Hold on. Ìgbà wo máa di kíní báyìí náà?
General Gracie, nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ appeal pẹ̀lú yín òun ni pé if tomorrow the judge of the corona inquest tó bá request for anybody, let's take for instance tó bá request fún Naira Marley tí ó bá wá, he would have to retire back to the DPP pé I've recalled so person to come, please instruct and help me to bring this person out. Am I gbọ́dọ̀ mi?
No.
Complete ọ̀rọ̀ mi.
No, kẹ́tọ́ lọ fọ́dà, let me correct you. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa gbogbo ìgbà máa mislead àwọn èèyàn. He has the power to issue a bench warrant. He has the power to issue a bench warrant.
Hold on. Ẹ máa gbọ́ tó bá issue bench warrant.
Ó ti tó lẹ̀.
Ẹ máa gbọ́ tó bá issue bench warrant. The implementation of a bench warrant is through the DPP and the police. DPP àti police.
Ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ ní police.
Tó bá jẹ́ pé lára àwọn tí ẹ máa gbọ́.
How's them?
No, agreed. Now, ẹ máa gbọ́rọ̀ mi. Hold on. What I'm trying to tell you is this. Kò ṣe pé corona inquest, I'm not supporting it. It is an institution of the law. I'm supporting 100%. I'm telling you the politics in this particular case. Ni mo sọ. Ọmọ yìí sọ pé at Vegas tó ń bínú, àtẹ̀yìn tẹ̀ ń bínú. I understand the anger, but tá bá fẹ́ gbà nǹkan tá fẹ́ DPP, it will be Ministry of Justice lele, which is an Attorney General. Òun ló control judiciary. That is the three arms of government: executive, judiciary, and legislative.
No.
Àti Corona Inquesto, àti DPP.
Mr. Yomi.
No. Mr. Yomi,
no.
Mr. Yomi,
no.
Mr. Yomi,
no.
you said you are supporting Corona Inquest 100%. Why is it that all those people supporting you, that they are supporting, why are they saying Corona Inquest is fraud? Why are they saying Corona fraud? Where exactly have they gotten that they're saying? Maybe you No, they said Mr. Samson, they said Corona Inquest is fraud. So where exactly do they get their this thing from?
Let me quickly let me do a disclaimer on that. Let me do a disclaimer on that. And I want everybody following me to listen and listen carefully. Will never be. Are you with me? Corona Inquest will never and will never be a fraud. Hold on. Until everybody accept Corona Inquest
Mr. Yomi,
is not a fraud and will never be a fraud.
Before you do your disclaimer, do you know you are the one selling that narrative indirectly? And I will break it down for you.
Because you have your own perception. Don't break it down for me. Because that's what you have been doing.
You may not know.
Mr. Ishak, let Yomi do what he wants. Mr. Ishak, let him finish what he's saying, please.
Let me explain to you. If I can go me with open mind. And let me do that disclaimer
break the
first.
silence and break the noise are here together. Okay.
So,
I am not NGO. Please leave me. Leave my head, Mr. Guresi.
Now, listen, this is it. Please, everybody, listening to me this hour. The Corona Inquest is an institution of the law and it will never be a fraud in any criminal proceedings. But in this mohbad case, if we are going to be honest with ourselves, if I'm going to be aligning with the anger of Guresi, Mr. Ishak, even the Sanshitu, is that now that the DPP, Corona Inquest, Corona Inquest is not a trial court, is do your findings for us in this particular area and report back to us. We need it. We want to use it for part of our advice. If you find anything, send to us. It's not compulsory on the Corona Inquest to say immediately a Corona Inquest is set up, you must find something. They can find or they cannot find.
Let me ask you a question, please.
Go ahead.
The DPP is under who?
Under the Ministry of Justice, Attorney General of the state.
Of the state. Which is the DPP is in control by the state.
Of course, only state, not the DPP.
Now, who owns the Corona that is under the judiciary?
Of course, the Ministry of Justice and Attorney General.
And Attorney General.
Yes.
And the Attorney General
is under the judiciary.
Under the judiciary. Judiciary is at what structure?
It's under the judiciary is under the Ministry of Justice. There is a ministry that controls the judiciary.
Who is the overall head of the judiciary?
Commissioner. Head of the judiciary. Commissioner for Justice and the Chief Justice of the State. The Chief Justice.
Commissioner is the overall head of the judiciary.
No, it's not the overall head.
No,
it's the Chief Justice of the state. Is the overall head. But all the
what's the apex level of the judiciary?
The body that do oversight on the judiciary is the Ministry of Justice. That ministry provides everything they need in that judiciary.
Ministry of the Judiciary is at the local level or
Ministry of Justice, not Ministry of Judiciary. Ministry of Justice.
Ministry of Justice, yeah. Is it at the local level or which level?
State now is a state. Only one federal, only one
the
state.
head of the judiciary.
I don't get that question.
as in the head of the judiciary, where do you put the AGF?
Attorney General. Attorney General works with is the commissioner under the governor.
AGF of the Federation.
Attorney General, yes, because they merge it with the Ministry of Justice.
Of the Federation.
It's minister under the Minister of.
That means the judiciary is a federal establishment.
No. States, this is a sovereign state. Lagos State has their own law.
Has its own. Federal has its own.
Which is the legislative.
Okay,
the executive.
The
judiciary.
Mr. Guresi, there is a confusion being created here.
Okay.
Yomi is giving an impression that DPP is not clearing it. That's why I wanted to ask him. DPP is under Ministry of Justice. Ministry of Justice is being supervised by Commissioner. Justice in Lagos State.
Yes.
That Attorney General. Justice. That Attorney General. Add it.
Yes, it's the same person acting in the same capacity, and is reporting to the governor. See, let me now tell you, it's reporting to the governor. The investigative power of Corona inquest and that of the police is just to find out the cause. They both have the same investigative power.
The Corona inquest is under which ministry?
To DPP. If you say DPP is manipulating us and you are praising the governor, who is the Commissioner of Justice reporting to? Is it not the governor? Is it not the Commissioner of Justice that is overseeing DPP?
Mr. Isaac, what you are getting wrong is this. If you are praising the Corona judge, is the Corona judge not under the governor too? Are you not praising the Corona inquest judge? Don't fault my own approach.
See, that's why
I'm praise the governor for injustice. How is that a problem? Are you praising Corona judge? Don't want to control Corona inquest judge or control even Attorney General. For the control chief judge of the state.
Mr. Guresi.
I attacked the judge of the Corona inquest yesterday on another platform. I will not praise the judge of Corona inquest.
I have said it. Hold on, please.
Let Mr. Smith talk, yo.
Help me double tap. Help me.
Guresi, I am number one. Corona inquest. Nobody should call it a fraud. Number one, I am supporting Corona inquest. I have only told you that. First of all,
you said
Corona inquest. You said to my job of Oti share log. Oh, do the team. And no can go now. Only if they have anything from there, they should take it to the court. I want come on. I want to talk with lobby.
No, I want to saw.
But
I shall read that. That is the truth that we have to say.
Let's hear from somebody.
Good morning, afternoon, everyone. Badayomi, Ishak, Guresi, Mami Comfy, and everyone on the panel session. Obaro, the great host. It's important that I've been following this event. I like the person of Mr. Yomi before now, and I still love him. He's a brother, though I've had opportunity to criticize some of the things he's doing based on my own knowledge. And also, I also appreciate him for being on ground, because believe it or not, it's a different thing to be on ground and to be online. It's a totally different thing, and the two require different approaches. However, for the basis of this ongoing discussion about the DPP and the Corona inquest, if I would be correct, Mr. Yomi has said that the DPP already issued an advice and they are ready to charge certain individuals. However, he also has come out to say that he believes in the Corona inquest. But he has went ahead to also say that the report from the Corona inquest will still go back to the DPP. Therefore, the DPP still have a say, overall say. And he also went to say that the DPP can choose to take the advice of the Corona or not. And that is where I think is the problem Mr. Ishak was trying to
to correct, as that could also be said to be misleading. It shows that it's not standing in a place. That being said, he has claimed that since the DPP has already issued its legal advice and decided who to charge, the coroner's inquest is now, if you may ask me, I will just put the word irrelevant. And why I'm choosing irrelevant, because he has argued back and forth that seems to say they can decide to take the advice of the coroner or not, which is back and forth. In that case, we can say the coroner is not totally relevant, as they will be highly dependent on the final judgment of the DPP. And that is to me.
That's the truth. I want to question who want to take action. Any motion, sorrow.
You just said you are with the corona inquest. You mentioning that it means you are against the inquest.
Can I finish, please?
I'm not happy with what DPP did, but corona inquest will go. But Coco Benny,
you are against the corona inquest. For you to make such statements, it means you are against it, and that is why Ishak said you are the one spreading the narrative for them saying corona inquest is a fraud. Please let's be diplomatic and shut them down. Stop it.
I am not happy that the DPP went to issue an advice before the corona inquest finished. But now that they have done that, corona inquest, DPP ni colony jabofun. And to be said here, what that you could go there and become decide here. I am not happy.
Oh, the fagidi fema, oh fagidi prove it, oh wrong.
That's rough for me. So
I will conclude by saying, I will go ahead by saying, Mr. Yomi has further argues that even after the inquest concludes, the DPP can choose to ignore its findings. These arguments, I would say, is not just misleading, but it is legally flawed.
Okay, thank you. But let me just go with that. Flawed. I appreciate that. I'm not a perfect person. Go on with that.
Yeah, that's why we are here. We are brainstorming. Okay. I'm not attacking you, sir. I respect you. I know you. Let me just finish my line of thoughts. We can all learn from this. So we need to learn and understand the legal standing. What is the legal standing of the corona inquest? That is the question now. A corona inquest.
Argument àwọn kan tí ò mọ̀ ọkàn wọ́n fi pé o mọ̀ nǹkan o dẹ̀ mọ̀ anything pertaining to case Mohbad.
All what you are saying Yomi family, I'm here today. I'm here today to give you my point. I'm not supporting you. What is Salo?
A corona inquest, even though he is leaving, he will still hear from us. Let's just finish. We are brainstorming. We are learning. So a corona inquest, because his line of argument is back and forth. And if you want to summarize it, you will say that he has concluded to say the corona inquest is irrelevant. And that is not just misleading, but it is legally very, very flawed. A corona inquest is a formal judicial inquiry into the cause and circumstances of a person's death, especially when the death is sudden, unnatural, or suspicious, as in the case of Mohbad. Now, this is provided for under Section 14 and 15 of the Coroner's System Law of Lagos State of 2015. Now, the DPP's advice is not the final legal determination. Note, the DPP's advice is not the final legal determination. Note, I'm quoting law now. I'm not saying things in my head. Section 14 and 15 of the Coroner System Law of Lagos State 2015.
Mr. Swift, for you, lecture law.
No, they are listening. They are listening. We need to set the record straight. People are on the windows listening. They need to learn and not just follow misleading information.
Let us know. We are interested. Let us know. We want to learn.
The DPP's role,
learned one.
Yeah, the DPP's role is to review is to what? Review available evidence and recommend charges based on investigations conducted by the police or other agencies. However, if new evidence arises, as it may come up in the coroner, or if any inquest presents overwhelming contradictions to the DPP's conclusions. So even if the DPP conclusion, if there's any overwhelming evidence that contradicts what the DPP has said, the DPP must review and possibly alter its position. That is the law. Now, the coroner has the power to summon witnesses and uncover new evidence under the coroner's law of Lagos State. The inquest can summon any person connected to the case to testify under oath. This includes Naira Marley, Sam Larry, Prime Boy, Wumi, whoever, the nurse or police himself. The coroner court inquest can summon police. All those police that did the investigations, that give out the preliminary report, they would and they must and they can be summoned by the coroner inquest. Now,
hello, sir. Don't go further. They have summoned them through Prime Boy who want the police to come and answer questions. Corona has summoned the police.
That's it. So if new critical revelations emerge, the DPP cannot, I repeat, cannot ignore these findings without public backlash and without legal fight.
Wait, ṣé wà ní kóòtù lánàá? Adájọ́ sọ fún yín pé wọ́n ń tẹ́tí ìdòwú. Wọ́n receive threat. Wọ́n receive threat. Wọ́n receive threat. Kí ló ṣe yín? Ẹ̀kọ́ ń kó ti Gilarity gbogbo alákàwé kò tẹ́ fi Gilarity sẹ́gbẹ́ kan.
Listen, if the PDP fails to act on new findings, forget it. San Wahab Shitu and Baba Mohbad, the leader of this struggle, can file legal actions, including a judicial review, to challenge the DPP's advice as incomplete, premature, or influenced by external forces. A private prosecution under Section 342 of the Administration of Criminal Justice of Lagos State can also be explored. A demand for further police investigation based on coroner's findings can also be explored. And this is part of what must be followed. It is not somebody coming and say the DPP has the final say. No, that is not the position of the law. What this means for Mohbad's case, that is the question we now should be asking ourselves. The coroner's inquest is not a waste of time, like some people are trying to present it. In fact, it is now more relevant than ever because the DPP's advice appears questionable and selective. If the inquest contradicts DPP's position and provides concrete evidence, the DPP must revisit its decision or risk being exposed as compromise. That is the position of the law. The Nigerian legal system recognizes the coroner's inquest as a critical investigative tool, and no serious prosecutor, no serious judge will ignore its findings unless they are acting in bad faith, very, very bad faith. So it is important for us to argue with critical mind, argue with the law, and not bet things based on emotions or based on politics or based on our own individual expectations. So I would say, Brother Yomi, Fabi, you may be listening to me, or some of his followers that have taken some of his narration. You should know that there is a place of the law and there's a place of what you want to get as a person. So the coroner's inquest is not meaningless as claimed. It's not irrelevant as claimed, and DPP doesn't have the final say as portrayed. After the DPP's advice is legally unsound and misleading to go in that area. The inquest can uncover new facts, contradict false narratives, and force a reassessment of the case if need be. Anyone downplaying its importance is either ignorant of the law or intentionally spreading misinformation. So this is why justice fighters must stay focused. The battle is not over, and the coroner inquest is a powerful tool in ensuring that Mohbad's true killers are exposed and held accountable. This is very, very, very important. So I would say that the emergence or the restart of this inquest, the reopening of this coroner inquest yesterday, marks a major victory in the fight for justice for Mohbad. And Sanshitu, the legal representative of Mohbad's family, stood firm and fearless, ensuring that all witnesses, including Naira Marley, Sam Larry, and others, must give their accounts despite their earlier pronouncement of the DPP. So many had feared that the fight for justice was being sabotaged, especially with certain individuals trying to manipulate public perception and weaken the cause of justice. Some, like my brother, Uncle Yomi Fabi, he may be doing it ignorantly or intentionally. I maybe want to choose to believe. They are trying their best, like I said. In the onset, he is doing very well, and I appreciate him for being on ground, most especially. Like I said earlier, it is different to be on ground, and it is different to be online. The coroner inquest, I repeat, is a fact-finding legal proceeding, and it is enshrined in the law of the Lagos State. Independent of political or media influence, no amount of conferences, no amount of symposium, no amount of media gibberish, no amount of blogging supersedes the legal and the law. So it is designed to establish the truth about how Mohbad died, and it has the power to bring all the key witnesses to testify under oath. This is a huge breakthrough that was served yesterday, marking the reopening of the inquest. And what does this really mean? It means that no one can escape accountability. It means that the truth will be established based on forensic evidence and testimonies of individuals. It means that new leads may emerge that will lead to further legal action. New leads that may emerge may also include the 3 seconds video of Mr. Yomi, may also include the Mr. Yomi widespread allegation of unknown soldiers. It may also include the CCTV of Mr. Yomi. New leads will emerge. So let's see, and let's follow on and see how the case will continue to migrate.
Let's bring it down a little, and I want to ask you, what do you think the police can do or trying to do at this junction? Thank you.
The police cannot do anything at this junction. Let Corona take its full course, and let's see what happened. As the events unfold, we will know, and we'll know what will happen. See, we should rejoice. You know why? We should rejoice that the police already issued out some people. They've given a bill of clearance. And these people, it shows that the police already, within their wisdom and their magnificent investigation, they've ruled out Prime Boy. So Prime Boy, based on police, is not... Prime Boy, based on police investigation, is not the killer of Mohbad, which means that Prime Boy invariably is not responsible for the stabbing of Mohbad that led to him bleeding profusely. So it does mean that there's somebody somewhere outside these people that have been given bill of clearance that actually stabbed Mohbad or have bled profusely. So with the police, the inquest will unravel that, and the police will later be summoned to bring that individual to appear before the coroner court. So it is an unfolding thing. So we should just keep mood. We should not follow emotions. Emotions does not win in criminal matters like this. It has to do with wisdom and the law. Wisdom and the law. It is not emotions. No amount of media gimmicks, except when there are no people supporting or no people supporting and calling for justice. But in this case, Baba Mohbad being the cause, they will also give account in the inquest. So it is very important. No one can escape accountability. The truth will be established. New leads may also emerge. Now that the inquest has resumed.